Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the third episode of me reviewing the Twinning Out Snapchat series with Niki and Gabi. Oh my goodness, this episode is hot! And if you haven't seen the other two episodes to where I reviewed, I'm going to leave them in the description below. And I highly suggest you watch that first before watching this. But, oh my goodness. Before I show you the clip, it starts with Gabi, Colin and Alex, which is Niki and Gabi's sister, and they're sitting at this restaurant and they're talking about how Gabi, she needs a break because she's overworked herself, and so they're drinking some sweet cocktails. Take a listen.
To a day off.
Do a day off.
Now you gotta deal with my drunk ass. This is the most sugary thing I've ever had. I'm probably gonna pay for it in the next 2 weeks.
Well, I'm gonna pay for it today.
She's cut off. We're done. Colin's been concerned about my workload lately, and he mandated that I take a break from Blood Queens. I had to prep the wardrobe, prep for the fragrance commercial. I have to get 2 vlogs up this week on top of Blood Queens.
Everything you just said stresses me out. I'm not even doing it. You need a little break.
Sometimes it's hard for me to realize how much I'm buried in my work.
And I get it. It must be hard being Gabi, having to do fancy vlogs, trying to upload 2 vlogs a week, doing the Niki and Gabi channel, trying to always like promote her perfume. And then now she may have a Netflix show with Blood Queen. So it's understandable. Now this next scene though, you're going to hear Alex say, oh my gosh, I just received a text message from Rachel and she wants to hang out. And Alex mentions that after breaking up with her boyfriend, she ended up making out with Rachel at some bar. And I was like, what? Take a listen.
Guys, Rachel just texted me. She said, hey, I miss you. Can we hang out soon?
What? I mean, wouldn't me and Rachel be cute though? Tall, blonde, short brunette.
Are you hooked up with Rachel?
I mean, we just like made out at a bar the one night.
When was that?
Right after I broke up with Kevin.
So, FYI, this episode is definitely the like sexuality episode, I'm just going to lay it out all on the table episode. So then we start to see Gabi mentioning what happened in Gabaween last year. So let's just play the clip.
Last Gabaween, I got so drunk, I kept asking Colin, can we have a threesome? Can we have a threesome? So me and Rachel literally hooked up while Colin was railing me.
Why you say railing?
He was dressed as Dumbledore. I was dressed as Marie Antoinette.
And Rachel was a Powerpuff Girl.
Rachel is our hot, sexually fluid friend who has a close relationship with each of us DiMartino sisters. So Rachel got you in April, and then she got me in October. The question is did she get Niki?
Okay, so they do use the terminology sexually fluid. That's what Rachel is. So I'll just leave the terminology here because I did realize after reading the comments that we do have a lot of youngsters who are fans of Niki and Gabi. And just to blatantly put it, being sexually fluid, which is what Rachel is, basically this just means that there's room for you to expand your sexuality based on your experiences and current situation. That's all that means basically. So it just means that, you know, she likes to have fun and she will expand her sexuality based on her experiences. But before we move on, how do we feel about this, guys? This is an honest conversation channel for a reason. And honestly, for me, I feel like this is like empowerment. It's like, hell yeah. I was like, ooh, they're spicing things up in this episode. So I was kind of like, okay. I had no idea that, you know, Gabi was interested in ever doing like a threesome. And I guess how would I know, right? I act like I'm her friend, you know, how would we know? But I found like this hot vibe mood to where, you know, Gabi's just like, yeah, I was begging Colin for a threesome on Halloween. I was like, what? Say what? All right, so now we're gonna move on to the next clip where there's actually going to be Rachel and Niki talking. And I believe Rachel's closet. Take a listen. And real quick, guys, there's no like right or wrong answer. You're gonna have an opinion and that's okay. And just, you know, respect the opinion. Just wanted to state that, okay? Because I was looking at those comments and I was like, okay, I feel like I need to address that. But okay, let's get back into the video.
You look so hot.
You're my clingy girlfriend.
I am. I'm clingy. I get emotionally invested with women.
I know.
You know what's really funny is that like ever since you come out, people lump me into that. And they make assumptions about, yeah, they make like assumptions about my sexuality.
I love this side to Rachel and Niki. However, you know, I'm just going to talk about the elephant in the room. Maybe it's the invisible elephant, but there is an elephant. At the end of the day, Rachel still works for them. Like, keep in mind, guys, she has a storyline on this Snapchat show. So technically her, you know, talking to Niki right now, that's Rachel working for Niki and Gabi. And to me, in my experience, friendship and work can become super toxic. It can become very just, there's so many conflicts that stems from that. So, and I get that, you know, Rachel, she's been on their shows before, but at the end of the day, I don't know. I just hate this whole, like, for me, I couldn't have, like, my friends work for me. I don't know. It's just weird. Never say never, but it's just, it's a tricky situation.
Oh my God, she's with Rachel. You're just fluid as
I think it's funny though.
You like have fun with sex.
Yeah.
Rachel's very comfortable with her sexuality, which allows me to have a really cool relationship with her, and same with Nate. Nate really gives me the physical, and Rachel really gives me the emotional, so I'm a thriving, happy bitch.
Nate gives me the physical, Rachel gives me the emotional. See, here's my thing. I know for every relationship, to each their own. However, for me, I like to give the emotional and the physical, okay? It's just me, you know, so it's kind of, sometimes I feel as if Niki is saying that Nate isn't enough. Now, I could be wrong, but that's just what I'm grasping from that comment. You know, Nate gives me the physical and Rachel gives me the emotional. Like, so Nate doesn't give you any type of emotional. Like, I don't know. That just makes me, if someone were to say that to me, those are like breaking up words. and like I said, to each their own, you know, Niki and their relationship, that's her relationship. But for me, shoot, someone tell me that, I'm more inclined to believe we're going to be breaking up soon. But, you know,
all the people that you've come out to, do you feel like any of them were really, really surprised?
No, my fans even knew.
I knew when I was really young about my bisexuality, and that was like my deepest, darkest secret. And I came out accidentally on Twitter
because I quote tweeted a tweet about Demi Lovato saying how I wanted her when I was a kid. And everyone's like, wait, Niki, are you into women? Because we could all see that. And I just responded, yep. That's how I came out. It was kind of like on accident. It was just natural.
Coming out to Nate and seeing how accepting he was made me really comfortable to just say it loud and proud to everybody.
I feel like I see people all the time being like, are you and Nate good? Like,
everyone
blah, blah,
thinks
blah.
we broke up or we're distancing or something.
But everybody who really knows you guys knows that you guys have never been better.
Yeah, you can be bi and in a heterosexual relationship with someone you're in love with. Love is love. Like, literally love is love.
Girl, I guess what it is for me is that I just can't sleep at night knowing that I'm not enough for that person. But like I said, you know, I found Niki and Gabi in quarantine last year, so to each their own.
People would be like, well, what's the point? Why are you doing this to Nate? I got a lot of those comments, and I'm like, first of all, it's my life. Second of all, in a healthy relationship, you should be able to be 100% who you are and not have your partner hold you back.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Third of all, this is my story, and I think me and Nate don't hold each other back at all. If I could kiss you, Nate can kiss you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If I can kiss you, then Nate can kiss you. So is this like a threesome relationship? Is Rachel marrying into this family? Is this like a throuple for life? Now, to pull this back a little bit, I did not in the very beginning understand why Niki came out. And only because she was in a relationship with Nate. So I was just like, I don't get it. Like, if you're happy, then why even tell the world anything? Feel me? And this kind of stemmed back to when I remember watching her Truth and Drink with Alicia Marie and her talking about her relationship that maybe she wasn't happy in, or it was a video that she did to where she was saying how she knew her last boyfriend, how she knew the relationship needed to end, but she was still hanging on, basically. And so I thought, well, is she repeating the same thing? Is she doing the same thing? So those thoughts came to mind when she came out about being bi and she was still, you know, with Nate. But I started to realize that coming out for Niki was more than just, you know, telling people. It was kind of like, hey, I'm not going to hide who I am anymore. I'm going to be honest. You know, I'm not going to hide behind some, you know, wall or whatever. I'm going to be honest of who I am. So I understood. But it took me a while to really get there because I was like, I don't get it. Like, are you going to break up with me? Like, what? I don't get it. But, you know, I get it now. Like, she just wants to be free, be able to be in part of being in a relationship, and a really great, honest relationship is that you want to be honest with your partner, you know, of what's up. So Facts. Now the next scene, we hop back on to Gabi, Colin, and Alex.
I can kind of see why I think you might think Rachel's pretty. I feel like me and Rachel look similar. And if you're attracted to me, you might be attracted to Rachel. And you're not supposed to be working today. That's a no-go.
Okay, so at this part in the episode, Gabi starts receiving text messages from one of the actors in Blood Queens that quit because she did not receive her paycheck. So Gabi goes into the bathroom. She starts yelling at Rebecca from Talent Relations, whoever she is, whatever, the person who's in charge of payroll. And she starts basically saying how, hey, like, this is your job. You need to tell these employees when they're going to get paid. And Colin is pretty much like, look, this is supposed to be a no work day. This is supposed to be a fun day. And regardless of the situation of what happened with your employees, you need time for yourself. Take a listen.
One of my actresses quit, and she's texting me like terrible things right now. I need to stop having these, especially when people are blowing up my phone about work. Netflix is interested in turning my show Blood Queens into a series, and now one of my actresses has quit. I know I promised Colin that I would chill today, but I really gotta deal with this right now. You said to me everyone is 100% getting paid last week.
I'm working on it right now. I'm not sure what else to say.
Then you put everyone on a chain and you say that because I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. So don't tell me you're gonna promise to pay everyone this week. And now
I'm just trying to get her off work for one day.
I get it. I'm a workaholic too, but you gotta like separate the two sometimes.
I'm just trying to get her.
Please, I'm done dealing with everyone in there. I'm literally done. I can't deal with this. Well, and she's texting me pretty bad things right now.
Just go outside.
She's not nice.
Relax. Okay? You are not supposed to work today, okay? I don't care who said what. Let it go for an hour.
It's just hard when literally 10 people are texting you about,
if you don't have your phone,
when am I getting paid?
This is supposed to be an us day. You're on your phone right now. I don't want to be like one of those guys. Can I please just have your phone? It's not even for me. It's for you, okay? I'm going to shut it off. Okay? Mm-hmm. How do you shut this new phone off?
I love how Colin's always looking out for me, but Blood Queens is for our future. And this news could really ruin everything.
Okay, we're gonna have a good time. We can.
It just sucks because one of the leads of my show just quit because she wasn't paid on time. Like,
you don't need this stress right now. This is what we were trying to avoid. Please, let's say bye to Alex and let's go do our thing today because I really want to have a good day with you. Please.
Girl, I absolutely love this scene because it was really cute. Colin was on boyfriend duties, took away her phone. It was like, hey, chill, relax. Because, you know, like I stated earlier, Gabi, she is a busy gal. She has a lot going on. Like, a lot of people think that just making videos, editing videos, that it's super easy. People just record videos, go about their day. No, it's really hard. She's working once again on the Niki and Gabi channel, Fancy Vlogs, uploading 2 videos per week. You know, her working on her perfume, always advertising that shit. And yeah, now she may have this Netflix show. So it's like, Gabi's pretty busy these days. And so I can understand how it'd be hard to just step away from work because think about it. Like, your phone is your work. Once you look at your phone, it's your work because, you know, her job is social media. So now the next scene, we head back to Niki, Nate, and Rachel.
Oh, look at Nate's perfect little sunny side up he's making.
But I always break them turning them over.
don't worry, honey, I got
These
it.
are the best mornings. I love when us 3 are just like having our little family mornings.
Did you know that I'm an ordained minister?
Are you?
I did it one time because I was drunk and I thought it was funny.
Nate, Rachel can wed us one day.
Yeah?
We should have a little wedding for me, you, and Nate.
Oh my God, that was...
I'm very fluid.
Yes.
So I feel as if Nate needs to speak up more. And I get it. He stated like previously how he's usually the guy who's filming, not the guy being recorded. I don't really care at this point. You know, you're surrounded by people who are always on camera. So I think he needs to speak up more. And he also looks awkward. Doesn't he kind of look awkward in this conversation?
You know, I may have a little girl crush on Rachel, but that doesn't mean I love Nate any less. I love that, like, millennials and Gen Z are realizing, like, we don't have to do what baby boomers did. There's no rules.
To each their own. It's
Everyone has their own rules.
Yeah.
There's so many questions here. Like, is Rachel marrying into the family? Are they going to be a throuple for life? And then they use this analogy where, like, they say that you're going to find that person who basically unlocks all of your doors, majority of the doors, but doesn't unlock all of the doors. Take a listen.
We're loyal as but I just feel like me and Nate don't have, like, the jealous quality. the way that like normal couples do. I also think that like people fulfill needs that sometimes your relationship can't fulfill. Like I can't meet all of your needs.
The thing is, like me, for example, I have so many different doors with different locks on them, and it is so ridiculous to think that one person holds one perfect keyring that opens every single lock to every single one of my doors. Like, that's stupid.
No, I want to unlock all of my boyfriend's doors. Period. Okay?
It doesn't happen.
I feel like you're the closest thing to, like, for that, for me.
Yeah, well, you come
What is
close.
that?
I feel like
I'm
you're
the closest thing to what?
Like unlocking all those doors that Rachel was talking about.
That's really cute. I love you.
That is cute. Well, I feel like that's what I mean. Like, whoever, like, you have somebody that unlocks a lot of them, but they're never going to be perfect. You need the other people in there to unlock the rest of them, you know?
He just wishes I unlocked the cleaning box.
Guys, this episode is thriving right now. This is all about like the new generation, all about like women empowerment. Like things don't have to be like it was in the old days. Like love is love, as Niki said. So I'm feeling this episode. Take a listen to how this scene ends though. Oh my goodness. Take a listen.
There's something about your best girlfriend that a guy can't give you. I think best friends shower together. That's normal, right?
I think best friends shower together. That's normal, right? Are you kidding me? So I love this episode. It was very much needed. And it forces you, if you haven't, it forces you to think of that there's other relationships out there. Like you don't need to just be boyfriend and girlfriend, you know? If you're having thoughts about, you know, liking girls or liking boys, that it kind of like forces you to think, well, look, that's okay. Like it forces just this new generation of just more women empowerment, more of doing what we want, not holding back, saying what we want, going for it. Basically, this episode was thriving. This is so far, I feel like every single episode I'm watching, I'm like, okay, this is my favorite episode. No. This was my favorite episode because it symbolized a lot here. You know, you got some working women who know what they want, basically. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of this episode. Your girl will respond. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next episode. It seems to me like they're coming out with an episode every other day. And remember, I'll leave episodes 1 and 2 in the description below, so check that out, and I will see you soon. Bye!